If you want to know how to answer dozens of Bible contradictions in one fell swoop, this video is for you. Now, I've been getting most of the alleged Bible contradictions from the source called the Skeptic's Annotated Bible, but what many don't know is that a whole lot of them, I would even dare to say dozens of them, are contradictions between the Old Testament law and the New Testament dictates for Christian behavior, such as eunuchs not being able to enter the congregation in Israel, but in the New Testament that's no longer the case. A lot of these laws are attributed and called contradictions by many people, but this is not the case. So, all you need to understand is one or two principles. The thing is that the Old Covenant was stated, it was prophesied in Deuteronomy and re-emphasized in Jeremiah to it was not always supposed to be this eternal covenant that never got replaced. And in Jeremiah it says there will be a new covenant with the house of Israel. So it was always part of God's plan. If a parent says, okay, you can come and with me to, the shooting range when you're 17 or 18 years old, but you can't before then, the parent isn't contradicting themselves. They've always believed that 16-year-olds can't go to the shooting range. Now, I know that many of the Old Testament laws are things people staunchly disagree with. You may disagree with God's standards, but you can't say that He's inconsistent. He has always believed and has always planned to have one covenant with certain rules that were very specific for Israel, and another covenant that was universally applicable. So there isn't a contradiction in God's overall plan here. There's also no a contradiction to God's immutable nature, because again, He has always had the flexibility, if He wanted to allow for certain things like eating shellfish or not eating shellfish. He's always had that flexibility. But He has never had the flexibility, for example, of allowing for idolatry. That's something He will not tolerate in any age. That's the universal law. But His nature has always allowed Him to choose up to a certain extent of moral behaviors, such as the dietary restrictions. This would apply to any other changes between the Old Testament and the New Testament law. So there isn't any contradiction here. Subscribe for more quick answers like this.